Hey guys, in this video we're talking all about how to transfer your 403b account to somewhere else. Now if you have not done a 403b transfer before, it can be a real pain in the you-know-what. In this video I'm going to give you the steps that you need to take in order to make this transition as smooth as possible. Now your experience is really going to depend on the current 403b carrier that you have, because some of these carriers make it really difficult to move the assets out. They don't want to let go of the control of your money, and oftentimes they forget that it is your money. So here's the steps you need to take in order to make this transition as smooth as possible. So step one before you move any money is to make sure that you're eligible to do so. So now, depending on the 403b that you currently have, you may not be eligible to move it to somewhere else without getting hit with penalties. So if your 403b account is within an annuity or a TSA plan and you haven't had the account for a very long period of time, you may be hit with surrender penalties. So this is essentially a penalty that you pay for moving the money away from the annuity company. Now if your funds are with a mutual fund provider such as Vanguard, Aspire, or Fidelity, for example, those ones are fully liquid and free and clear to move out of there without paying any type of penalties. The second thing you understand is what options are actually available to you. So if you're still employed in your school district or at your employer and you have a 403b there, you cannot move your 403b out into an IRA plan. It has to be within that employer's plan option. So you can only move 403b to IRA upon separation of service, or if your employer allows you to do an in-service distribution. Now, in-service distributions are on an employer-by-employer basis and are typically only eligible for people that are over age 59 and a half. So if you have this and you're over 59 and a half, then you can take your money even though you're still employed there and move it into an IRA account. If you're younger than 59 and a half or your employer doesn't offer this option, you can't go to the IRA, but you can move it to a different 403b provider that your employer allows. So that's step one. You have to determine if you're going to pay any kind of penalties and what your options are. If you're eligible to go to an IRA, or if you just can only transfer to another 403b plan. Step number two is to actually open the account at the provider you're wanting to move to. The account has to be opened first before they can accept any funds. Go ahead and open a new 403b plan or open up your IRA wherever you want so that's set up and ready to receive funds. Step number three in the process is now you have to acquire the transfer paperwork from your current 403b plan. So if it's a mutual fund carrier like Vanguard, Fidelity, Aspire, for example, those ones will accept anyone's or any third-party paperwork. You can go to your new provider, get a transfer form from them, fill it out, send to them, and they'll accept that and move your money with that form. Most carriers, especially if they're annuity companies, require their own paperwork. And because they don't want to give up this money, they make it extremely difficult for you to get that form. You may be able to log online and download it. Oftentimes you have to call in and request the form to be sent to you. If they're nice, they'll email it. Sometimes they will only physically mail you the copy of it. So it really depends on a case-by-case basis on where your 403b currently is. Once you get that form, you have to go ahead and fill it all out. It may seem a little bit confusing with some of the questions they ask. They're going to ask if this is an exchange, if it's a rollover, it's a transfer. Just for clarification purposes, an exchange is when you're transferring a 403b to another 403b within your same employer. So you're swapping one for another. It's called the exchange. A rollover is only if you're moving it to a different type of plan. So if I'm going from 403b to IRA, that is a rollover. When you're changing the type of account that it is. So if the name changes, that's a rollover. The next type that will be on there is a 403b transfer. The transfer just means you're changing employers. So exchange is if you're just moving from one plan to another within the same employer. Rollover is you're moving it to a completely different type of account and the letters are changing on the account. And the transfer is you're going from one employer's plan to another employer's plan because you switched jobs. Now once you get all that filled out, you want to look at the signature section. Some companies are going to require you to get your signature notarized. They want to make this as difficult as possible because they don't like losing money. In that case, you either go to a local bank and have a notary notarize your signature. In some rare cases, they may even ask you for a gold medallion signature. Now, this is kind of like a notary, but it has to be done through usually a brokerage company or an insurance company. Now, if you ever run into this problem, there are only a handful of banks that actually do this gold medallion signature, and it may not be a location close to you. They might be able to do it through mail. Typically, I would recommend just try to find an advisor that does 403b plans and ask them if they can send in the paperwork for you to get the gold medallion signature. Typically, all you need to do is provide the original transfer paperwork. You need the medallion stamp on, plus a copy of your driver's license. That's all you need, and it's really just a green stamp that gets put onto the paperwork. Once you got all that taken care of, next thing you want to do is you have to submit the paperwork for TPA approval. Now, TPA is a third-party administrator. Every school district and most employers use a third-party administrator to help manage the 403b plan. School districts often offer multiple 403b plan options rather than people in HR or payroll. Try to remember where every check needs to go. They instead cut one check to the third-party administrator. That administrator will divvy up the funds and send it where it needs to go. And they also sign things on behalf of the district. So when it says you need your employer's authorization, don't give the form to payroll, give it to your TPA. Now, how do I know what my TPA is? Ask payroll. Hey, who's my TPA? Easiest way to do it. If you're lazy or just want to Google it, you might be able to Google your school district or employer and put TPA at the end, or put 403B. Now, the main TPA providers are Omni 403B, TSA Consulting Group, and Caruth Compliance. Those are kind of the big three that I see throughout Washington. Once you find your TPA, you need to submit the form to them. Now, most TPAs will actually have their own set of paperwork that they need to have signed. Once you find your TPA, either contact them or just go to their website, and it's usually pretty easy to find the 403B rollover or transfer forms, and they'll have their own set of paper that needs to be filled out. So print that off, fill that out, send that back to the TPA along with your paperwork. Once they get that, then they'll sign off on it, and then they'll either send it to the provider that the 403B plans are going to directly, or they'll give it back to you. It really depends on the TPA or the person that processes your form, what they're going to do with it. So if your TPA provider is nice, they'll go ahead and submit this directly to your new 403B provider. Once it gets there, they have to sign off that they're going to accept the transfer. So they need to have a letter of acceptance. Some providers require that you provide them with a current statement before they give you the letter of acceptance. Again, that's case by case basis. If they do require one, all you have to do is submit a statement that's no more than 90 days old, and then they'll go ahead and issue the letter of acceptance. Once all that's done, typically they'll do the rest of the work from here, and they'll submit all the transfer paperwork back over to your current 403B provider, and then kind of wait and follow up on your behalf for the funds to transfer. Now, this is typically what happens, but not always. It really depends on the company you move it to and how much they really care. Sometimes they follow up once a week, sometimes it's like every 2 weeks. If this is your money, no one's gonna care more than you. So you may have to kind of step in and do calls yourself, either to your new provider to see the status update, or you may have to call over to your current 403B provider that you're wanting to leave. Most times, if there's some kind of error on there, they're not gonna tell the company that wants the money to be transferred to it. They can only speak to you about it. They're not gonna do everything in their power not to communicate that with you. They may send a letter or an email, but oftentimes it's not on their top priority list. Now, this whole process from start to finish can take anywhere from 2 weeks to several months. So it really depends on how fast every person involved in this process does their job. All right, so there you have the steps you need to take in order to move the funds over there. Now that sounds confusing or overwhelming. I apologize. I tried to make it as clear as I could. If that's the case, you really need some help with it. We do 403B transfers all the time. It's somewhat of a specialty of ours. We know the ins and outs of how to get this done as quickly as possible. We can actually do all the follow-up on your behalf. Once someone tells us to do the transfer for them and they sign up on the paperwork that one time, we take it from there and follow up until it gets to where it needs to go and give you updates along the way. If you need help with any of that, the link to meet with us is in the description below. Hope you find this video helpful. I'll see you guys next week. Remember that your future depends on what you do today.